Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Race 2, Round 2, Race 1 of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club GT4 International Championship. As the drivers line up on the grid now for this first round of the championship, we look at how it looks on the grid now. So it's Cody Lawrence on pole position, followed by Marlon Young. Then it is Van Dorn, Jerry Cook, Andy Rees, Sean Lee, Casper Krogsgaard, Anderson Baiano, Oliver Bloch, Martin Webster, Danny Nasir, and Lance Nasir. It is time to go racing now. Do not go anywhere. Turn up the television because these engines are about to roar now for the second round here for the United States Grand Prix. As the lights go out, 6 lights on the board for the second time. We go racing. So it's a good start there from Cody Lawrence. And we're going to get right to the action now as there we see all the drivers almost going 3 wide there. Marlon Young almost losing out on P2 as Van Dorn trying to get it onto the inside. The Mercedes of Jerry Cook trying to get over against Andy Rees there. Cannot get it done, but it is Cody Lawrence with the lead now early on in this race. Mike Van Dorn pressuring on Marlon Young. Looking to the inside, a little bit of contact there. Have to be really easy there. Do not want to get a penalty. That's the last thing he needs. Wants to get this move done as quick as possible. He feels like he's fast already because Cody Lawrence already pulling away a second. Van Dorn now already wanting to get past him. Meanwhile, behind them, side-by-side action. 2 Mercedes going at it with each other. There they go, down the back straight, have to tuck in. Meanwhile, do we see any other moves? Oh, but Andy Rees trying to go for something here on the inside. No, backs out. Jerry taking a little bit of curb there. But as they enter the front straight, we can now complete lap 1. And what action we have for you here now. So, great start here for this USGP Race 1. But still a lot to go, as there you see Van Dorn is hustling. Meanwhile, oh, he actually gets it side by side, door to door. Oh, and it's contact, and Van Dorn goes for a spin. Needs to watch the rejoin. Oh, and he gets contact with Martin Webster. But it's Van Dorn who gets the worst end out of the stick. And he's off. He gets back going in 10th position. The process is very simple. You can join our Discord linked at the top of the live stream. And you can join our Discord. We will admit you and we will help you sign up and get ready for the next round of racing. Meanwhile, here comes Cook on the outside, possibly slipstreaming down Webster. Marlon Young, the X-Blade driver, on the outside, on the back straight. Big opportunity. Looks like the Mercedes is going to back out of the move. Hard-fought battle so far. Marlon Young already defending against Van Dorn. Very scrappy, but Marlon is the one that's still up in 2nd place. Meanwhile, the leader, Cody Lawrence, has absolutely booked it. Trouble! Danny Nasir finding himself off the track. Gets it going. He's clear. He's fine. Webster now looking to have a battle against Lance Nasir. Van Dorn in the pits. Very smart, realizes that he has to play the long game out here. But yes, as I said, join the Discord. It's linked in the top of our live stream. You can also check the description and find our Discord there. Join that. And we will admit you into the server and you can get racing with us in no time. Meanwhile, the Mercedes now hustling Marlon Young, the Guyanese. Trying to get it onto the inside, unable to do so. And you can already see Andy Rees as well, finding himself in this battle for the podium. So top 3 looking very good. It's Marlon Young really having to defend as he gets onto the straight now, has a little bit of a gap. Opened it up to 5/10 now as Cody Lawrence, fastest lap of the race. Very crucial in this championship. Do we see Andy Reese put a move on the American driver? Oh, sliding there in the Mercedes is Jerry Cook, and Andy Reese is going to take that position. Almost, they're side by side. Yes, he is. The Danish driver goes up into the podium. A little too much there, pushing. And there you see that the tires are lit up for Jerry as he tried to push. That's the dirty air making a big effect. So, as he continues on, what a fight this is. Marlon Young, what does he do here? This is a great defense here so far from the Guyanese. Remember, Marlon Young is a champion here. He was your previous champion, your DTM world champion. Oh, as Jerry runs a little bit deep. He is no stranger, Marlon Young, to defending very hard and racing his competition very hard. And this action looking very, very awesome. Cody Lawrence, another fastest lap. He continues to push. Heading to your battle cam here. Oh, actually, we have a bit of technical difficulties here. Let's swap back over and let's fix that momentarily. Meanwhile, do we see any move? Not yet. So still having more trouble with the live battle cam here. Trying to get that up and going. I think we just about fixed that issue. Meanwhile, take a look at this. Jerry now almost lost a bit of time. He tried to look for a move. Meanwhile, take a look at this. Oh, here we go. Andy already trying for a move. Side by side, Marlon Young holds on to the outside. The inside is where you want to be. So you want to stay to the outside here. Defend with all your might. Meanwhile, Jerry could be looking for an advantage, but it's side by side into the chicane. The final complex. Marlon Young holds on. Does he? Yes, he does. Just about. Jerry running a little bit deep, holding on just about. As this one continues, Sean Lee also trying to close up the gap. But Andy, I think he's done waiting. It's time to make a move now on the Guyanese. Slipstreaming him on to the front straight into the chicane. Oh, runs very deep. Here comes Jerry. Does he actually put a move there? Does he pull the switchback? Mercedes against Mercedes. Very close together. What a fight this is, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible action on your screen here. So just fixing up that live board here and continuing on. So Andy losing a bit of time. Here we go. Trouble now. The Brazilian. As Van Dorn actually retired. I did not see it. Mike Van Dorn out of the first race. What are you doing, man? This is a championship. Van Dorn up there. I hope he returns for race 2, but he is out. He is your first retirement. Remember, he made an early pit stop. But that is drama. That is drama for the Dutchman. Meanwhile, Jerry side by side with Andy Reese. Jerry's caught him sleeping, and here we go. Big opportunity for a move into the festival chicanes. Andy to the outside. Can he hold on? Very close door-to-door action. Andy Reese onto the inside now. Better run there for the American of Jerry. Door-to-door, almost a little bit of contact. Not quite. They continue racing. He still is the inside. Does he force it down? Andy Reese respecting the space. Amazing racing between them. Look at this. Look at the helicopter cam. Still side by side between them. Now going into the left-hander. Still side by side. And it is so close. It's so tight. Who is going to come out on top of this one? Jerry has to back out and now starts to look to the back straight. As that happened, Sean Lee and Oliver Blanche have caught up to this fight. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling lightheaded here in the commentary booth. What is going on here? As this one continues. So Marlon Young able to stretch his wings finally and escape these two Mercedes here. The Germans arriving here. Oh, bad exit from Andy Rees. This is a great chance for Jerry to pounce back now. 15 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in race 1. Dummies the inside, looks to the outside, side by side, into the festival chicane. Sweet as you like it. Can he pull it off? Andy Rees, with the legs, pulls it off on the outside, gets it done. Sean Lee now in the BMW. It's time for the Beamer to get into the action. With Jerry and Andy fighting with all their might. Trouble for Casper there as he does a flick spin, gets back on it though. As those two battled, it's now time for a potential 4-car battle for the podium. So Marlon Young, you saw him at the foreground. You're going to see him at the bottom of your screen. There he goes. He is looking sweet. He's out of there. Meanwhile, Jerry has lost a little bit of touch there to his fellow Mercedes driver. As pit stops are now commencing, Danny Nasir in the McLaren in for his stop, and he is already coming out onto the track. Now traffic can be a big thing around here as this lead pack is starting to catch up. Cody Lawrence, 17.8. Another fast time from him. And he's going to continue pushing on. Ooh, as well, Oliver decides, interestingly, to pit, so he wants to be the first driver out this front pack here, battling for the podium to potentially go for an undercut. That's very interesting. And a good strategy call, no doubt. So now it just leaves back up to these 3 drivers, Andy Rees, Jerry Cook, and Sean Lee, 2 American drivers, in the Danish. And there you see Marlon Young as well, still holding on. Very good to second position, and big points on the board for him. So once again, as he continues on, and this race continues, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the racing so far. We are very close to 600 subscribers, would mean so much. Share the stream around as well. Here we also see a BMW warfare between Anderson Baiano as trouble goes on for the McLaren. That's Lance Nasir. And is he trying to find gear, or is there something wrong with the car? Trying to move it. There you see Marlon Young and the likes of the drivers fighting for the podium. Passing him. Oh, Jerry! Almost clipping the tires as he pushes that car. There you see Lance Nasir in the background. He's finally able to rotate that thing. Andy Rees comes in to undercut, to try the undercut on Marlon Young. Jerry has been set free. Let's see if he can put down the pace, that he can potentially get an overcut now onto Andy Rees. So that's going to be Jerry's mission. He's going to start to push that car now with clean air. Sean Lee. Thank you, bro. Is going to also start to push as well. And we're going to see what he can do in this one. As we're on board with him, we also see Baiano really close the gap now. And it's going to start to look for a move. So big opportunity for the Brazilian driver to get reverse grid pole. Remember, top 5 only gets flipped. So it'll be very interesting to see if one of these 2 drivers can get provisional pole. Remember that they still need to make a pit stop. More trouble for Danny. Oh, side by side with Jerry. Just about gets out the way. But here we go. Your closest battle on track. Battle for 5th. The Brazilian against the Danish driver. We're going to see how it transpires between the 2. That's really trying to close up the gap now. Is Anderson Baiano. Maybe a little bit wide there for the moment, trying to close up more. Meanwhile, as this goes on, Jerry has found himself.
Thank you, Daddy.
So, a little bit of radio chatter there. Marlon Young desperately trying to get away. Jerry has been way quicker. And meanwhile, as that happens, finally, Anderson Baiano gets the move done, and Casper's gonna take that BMW right into the pits. But crucially now, Jerry and Marlon Young decided to stay out. Andy Rees, Oliver Bloch were your main drivers to come in for their stops. So they're trying to pull the undercut, but with Jerry now pulling out all the stops, he's looking so quick, now catching up to the Supra and looking to get second position. Remember, both of them still need to make a pit stop. So, interesting dynamics as this race continues. 9 minutes, 22 seconds to go in this one. Meanwhile, ooh, a little bit of grass clip there as Marlon Young is going to enter pits, realizing if I'm not going to be the fastest one, let me get some new rubber and push back hard. Crucial point in this race now, because it's now the fight between Andy Rees and Marlon Young. Remember, Andy Rees went for the undercut. It has not quite worked out for Oliver to undercut the top three in front of him, but this is a huge opportunity. Did Andy Rees push enough? This is going to be huge. There he is. Marlon Young still sitting in the pits. Now, here comes Andy in the final complex. Accelerating out now is Marlon Young. This is a race out of pit road. Here we go. This could potentially be your fight for second position. Where is Marlon Young? He's still in the pits. There you see him on the right-hand side of your screen. He exits out, covers onto the outside. Very cheeky there, but game on now as both drivers made their pit stops. Marlon Young just about holds on, but for how long? It's cold tires for Marlon Young. Absolutely heated up to temperature tires for Andy Rees. Mercedes against Toyota. This fight now officially continues. Now remember, with Jerry up the road and he was quicker than Marlon Young, we only gotta find out now when he makes his pit stop how close he's gonna be to this fight here. Every point of a second is so damn crucial in this one, as here comes Andy Rees. Does he have the legs to push it? No. Marlon Young still able to keep ahead, but for how long? Because the slipstream is very crucial on the back straight. Marlon Young loves to hold on to the inside of this part of the circuit now as they go side by side in the final complex. Tries to hold on. He cannot, so Andy Rees has to back out. Sean Lee into the pits. He was in the pits a while ago. Still serving his stop. Meanwhile, a great run from Andy Rees. This is a good opportunity now to get the position. Where does he go? Inside, outside, choose your poison. Goes to the inside. Here we go. It's a race down to the festival chicanes. Side by side, dives it down the inside and gets the move done. Can Marlon Young fight it on corner exit? I don't think he can. He cannot. And Andy Rees has got the move done. Now, if I was Jerry, I would get into the box as soon as possible, knowing that your other fellow Mercedes driver who's on pace with you has been finally set free. It's time to box, 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 and that's exactly what Jerry's doing. Now, this is really gonna come down to the wire. Can he come out ahead of these two drivers? He had a 19-second buffer when he came in for his stop. Now, remember, Marlon Young is not out of this fight. He's going to have the fresher tires coming towards the end, and after about 2 laps, those tires are going to start to warm up, and now Marlon Young is going to start to pounce back. There's a reason why he was ahead of the Mercedes. Now, here we go. Did Jerry have enough time buffer to keep ahead? This is it. There you see Baiano going up, and here comes Jerry. He comes out now. And here are your two drivers. Same scenario as we watched. Are we going to see him look at your pit exit? Where is he? There he is. But it wasn't enough. It was not enough. Jerry's going to fall behind both of them. Marlon Young goes very deep, though, through the first and second corner. Jerry takes a lot of curb, though. But it was not enough. Unfortunately, he was not able to jump anyone. Race leader now in the pits. What a dynamic of pit stops between these drivers. Oh, trouble! What has happened to Marlon? He's caught the grass and he's off the track momentarily. And you heard a scream there from Marlon Young, making a mistake, and he's fallen off from third to fifth. And that's huge drama there from the Guyanese. My goodness. You heard him. He's upset about that one. Meanwhile, as Cody Lawrence comes out the pits, there you see Anderson Baiano, who is now making a stop, who didn't before. And there is now going to be your inherited second place driver, Andy Rees. Oh, troubled Lance this year. He's facing the wrong way on track. Just about gets out the way. If there were VSCs, it would have been called there, but there are none for this championship. That was a very scary moment for the drivers. But, I mean, if there's anything to go off of, Marlon Young will be on the front row for the reverse grid. He won't be on pole, but he'll be second and on the preferred inside line. Now, Jerry with 1 second behind Andy Rees. It's now time to see. He was able to catch up. He was able to keep pace with Marlon Young. Can he do that now to Andy Rees to get onto the podium on second place? Mercedes warfare out here. What will transpire in these 3 minutes and 30 seconds in this first race of two? That's the other thing. You do not want to go anywhere because this is just race 1 of 2. So unfortunately, Battle Cam, we're having too much difficulties with it. So it's gonna have to take a break for this round, and hopefully we'll be seeing it in the future as Jerry, oh my goodness, look how close he got to the tire barrier, but despite going wide, he is 8/10 behind Andy Rees now. Jerry is pushing with all his might. Into the first and second corners here. More yellows coming out for LN. Lance Nasir. In the pink and golden McLaren Auto Nation, just about slowly getting it back onto the track, but still finding some trouble. Here is Jerry now losing about a couple tenths in the first sector, but it looks like it's the end of sector 1 is where he really starts to pull it back together. Great action though. Oh, trouble for Oliver. Oh, what has happened to him? Get it back going. Fire up the engine. P6 for him. He's lost out. Sean Lee inherits provisional pole. As Oliver, oh, Oliver takes it to the pits. No. That is huge drama. Is it fuel? Did he run out of fuel? He had reverse grid pole right there to himself. What happened? Was it a mistake? Did he quit out? I definitely hope it's not quitting out. That would be the worst decision you could make. Meanwhile, Jerry, 2/10 quicker, but now it is now inherited Sean Lee to provisional pole. He's been the underdog in this championship here. The first round, you've always seen him in the fight, but not making any moves. He's always just been there, being consistent. But now, Jerry against Andy. Oh, runs it a little bit off the track. But he's pushing hard. 1 minute to go. Where is Cody Lawrence? We have...
Dang it, Lance, you just took my fastest lap attempt away. All good.
So Cody Lawrence, I think he just had a little bit of lap traffic in the way, in the form of Lance this year, trying to go for another fastest lap. He still has the fastest lap, and I think he's going to hold it to the very end of this one with all these drivers fighting now. Your quick ones, of course. Now, here we go. 2 laps to go here for race 1, and 2 chances for Jerry to get Andy. Here we go. 2 tenths now as we head into Festival Chicanes. Looks to the inside, just telling Andy, I'm still here. Oh, and Andy goes very deep. Huge opportunity to put the power down early. Cannot exactly because there's a whole Mercedes in the way. Now Jerry is going to look to the outside, swaps it to the inside, pulls the dummy. Can he hold on for dear life? Oh, he can, because Andy falls off the circuit, and Jerry's going to be sweet as you like. Takes the position. Andy Reid's falling off the track, goes wide to hold the space, but it goes too wide. And the tires could not hold on. Jerry is on course for a P2. That is huge. Meanwhile, Marlon Young not that far behind from the pack. Meanwhile, Cody Lawrence is going to come across the line with 1 lap to go. One more chance for these drivers to shake up these positions. I don't think Sean Lee will be able to fight. He's 8 seconds off, but if I was Sean, I'd be happy where I am. Provisional pole for race 2. Now with a shaken up Andy Reid, can he pull back any sort of time, any position? 1.6 is the gap as they come across the line for the final lap for race 1 of this championship. Race 1, round 2 has been so entertaining as we now come down to it. 1.4. 1.4 is the gap. Oh, no trouble again. Andy Reid's off the track this time. It might be a blessing for Marlon Young. He comes back onto the circuit, and Marlon Young, it's time to duel. But meanwhile, before we can look at that, Cody Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen, is going to come around the final corner in the Toyota Supra. He races now to the front straight. Cody Lawrence, welcome to the Winners Club. He is now your next brand new winner in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. He takes victory at home at Portland International Raceway. Jerry is gonna have a 4-second buffer, and he's just about gonna hold on. And what a fight, what a come up. So much pace, he was able to hold off. He is gonna take 2nd position. Meanwhile, between Andy Reid and Marlon Young, Marlon cannot get it done. Andy Reid is going to be very blessed to know he's going to be able to hold on to the podium. Marlon Young's going to take 4th position. Sean Lee will take 5th. And provisional pole for the next race. Apologies there for the language. There we see Casper P7, Anderson Baeno P6.
Podium here, Marlon?
Yep. Andy Reid took it away from me.
So there you see your last couple of drivers coming across the line.
Well.
Martin
I just
West
realized
is
this
going
race
to take
went 20
P8.
laps. I thought it was only going to go 19. Fair enough.
Fair enough indeed.
Take a fuel for 19. But, well.
Yeah, you need to take into the account the extra laps.
Yeah, I was thinking 19 with that, but I was thinking we were going to do 118's race pace. So I was actually at the 17s for a little while, which was surprising to me. I was not doing that in practice.
Sean, you're on pole for the next race.
Oh, yeah?
Alongside Marlon.
I didn't even know that.
Yep, Sean,
You're Marlon, lock for the front.
Yeah, you get reverse pole for race 2. But looking at the top 3, what a race that was. Let's get into interviews now. Starting off with our 3rd position driver, Andy Reid. What a fight it is from you. First, Andy, do we have you on the mic?
Yes, sir.
So, Andy, a very, very hard-fought battle towards the end. Looks like the Mercedes just about let go of all the grip in the world. and losing out that second place, but it was still an amazing fight nonetheless. Strategy worked perfectly out for you. How was that one?
Well, obviously, went for the early pit, and yeah, I just had tons of battles with Cook, and yeah, just tons of side by sides. Also Marlon as well. Yeah, I think Jerry didn't deserve that. Definitely, he definitely fought very hard, and so did I. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. A very hard-fought battle for you. Going into race 2 now, you're going to be starting behind a little bit of traffic. Of course, that's what you did for race 1. So what's the strategy coming up here?
Well, something about the same. I mean, starting at the back of the grid, I mean...
Well, not the back of the grid, just the top 5. So the top 5 being flipped over now.
Oh, okay. Well... like about the same, I think. Just go for not too late of a pit stop and not get into too much contact, as I'm going to be in much closer proximity to the rest of the grid, I imagine. Yeah, so just driving safely and yeah, trying to get some passes.
Well, can't wait to see what you can do here for race 2. Best of luck in it. Congratulations on 3rd.
Thanks.
And in P2, Jerry, do we have you on the mic?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Well, first of all, congratulations, your first podium in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. You had such an amazing comeback up through the field. You were one of the quickest drivers up in this field. How was that one for you?
It was very entertaining. And shout out to Andy for having such a fun battle throughout the whole race. That was fun with you, bud. But the main thing for me throughout that race was just try to keep myself within a certain lap by lap time and just keep myself within pace, because I figured my best bet to pass Andy and I think it was Marlon. I think Marlon was in the other Toyota. My best bet was just to keep making those lap times and then rely on the low fuel towards the end of the fuel run to just maybe overcut them. But that didn't work, and luckily for me, both of them made a mistake. So it's a lot better of a performance compared to how Brands Hatch went, but versus 2 hours of practice versus a whole week's worth of a difference.
That is very true. Well, overall, looking into race 2, what's the plan?
Same thing as race 1, drive fast.
Can't wait to see what you can do. Congratulations on P2. Good luck in race 2.
Yep, thank you.
And in P1, really quickly, but no credit lost here, your first race win. Cody Lawrence, congratulations. Put your name on the history books. How was that one for you?
Felt pretty good. My qualifying was a bit scruffy, but race, I knew I had something good under me, and that was really enjoyable to drive. It was a bit of being on an island, but that was fun. But yeah, we'll see what we can get in race 2 with P5 start. I know you got to get to it right here about 30 seconds, so I'll leave you for it.
Yep, thank you, and good luck on race 2. Let's see if you can also pull the double.
We'll try. Thank you, sir.
All right, we're going to get into race 2 now. Thank you so much for tuning into race 1, and we'll see you for the next.